A judge says she needs more time to determine if testimony from a slain witness is admissible in a local trial. It will take place next year. It deals with allegations of a scheme to stage car crashes for insurance money, which resulted in the alleged murder of witness Cornelius Garrison. Kenner lawyer Sean Alfordish and Leon Parker are accused of conspiring to arrange Garrison's death. They, Vanessa Mata, and several other local attorneys and injury attorneys specifically are accused of staging car crashes to claim insurance money. Injury attorneys Brad Eggenberg, he testified today. He said he went to dinner with Mata and Alfordish and agreed to represent their client Garrison before his death. He testified they discussed working on quashing a subpoena Garrison had received.